So quicksort is a widely used sorting algorithm developed by C.A.R. Hoare. He is the author who developed the quicksort algorithm. Is also known as quicksort is also known as partition exchange sort. Algorithm works by using a divide and conquer strategy. Yes, the same thing as like merge sort, as like the merge sort, divide and conquer. It follows fashion. It follows. We are going to divide the single unsorted array into smaller subarrays. The same thing we are going to, but the logic will be different. You can write off your own also. You can write your own algorithm to sort the given input efficiently. See, it's up to you. Basically, the quicksort algorithm is faster than the other order of n log n algorithms because its efficient implementation can minimize the probability of requiring quadratic time. Okay, there is a probability to reduce the quadratic time. That's why it is very widely used. So here we are going to select an pivot element. Okay, from the given input, given number of elements in the given array. Okay, we are going to select any element as pivot element, nothing but some arbitrary element. Okay, we are going, it is our choice. Okay, rearrange the elements in the array in such a way that all elements that are less than the pivot element appear before the pivot, and the elements greater than the pivot element come after. What's nothing but, for in case of binary search, what we told, uh, whatever the nodes which is lesser than the root is, I mean the left subtree will be lesser than the root. Like that, the pivot, the previous elements of the pivot element will be lesser than the pivot element. The elements which is right to the pivot element will be always greater than the pivot element. That is the logic here. Okay, after such a partitioning, the pivot is placed in its final position. Okay, that we'll say. This is called the partition operation. Recursively sort the two subarrays thus obtained. Base case of the recursion occurs when the array has 0 or 1 element, because in that case the array is already sorted. So base case nothing but, as like method we told, you have 0 or 1 element in an array, it's meaning that it is already sorted. The same thing here also. So what is the technique? Actually, the quicksort follows. Set the index of the first element in the array to LOC. Okay, here LOC represents the pivot element. What we are going to consider is that in our case, in our example, we are going to consider the first element as the pivot element. Okay, first element as the pivot element, and left variables. Set the index of the first element in the array to LOC and left variables. Also set the index of the last element of the array to the right variable. That will show you diagrammatically. That is, LO is nothing but the 0th index. So 0th index and it is nothing but location variable and the left variable. And the last index is nothing but what? A right variable. That's what n minus 1, where n is the number of elements in the array. Start from the element pointed by right and scan the array from the right to left. Okay, comparing each element on the way with the element pointed by the variable LOC. Variable LOC nothing but here pivot element. Okay, that is, array of LOC should be less than array of right. If that is the case, then simply continue comparing until right becomes equal to LOC. Okay, that I will show in diagrammatically here for you. Okay, because it will be easy for you. So this is the given elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6. These are the given elements in the input elements. What we told, we have taken 3 variables: LOC, a left variable. We told that initially the LOC and left is pointing to the 0th index of the given array, and the right is variable nothing but n minus 1. So n is nothing but 6. So 6 minus 1, 5. So the right is right now it's pointing to the last index. Okay, this is the initial condition you are going to follow. and we taken this 27 as the right now LOC as the pivot element. We are, what is our next step is that we are going to place the 27 in an appropriate place. What is that? We are going to place this 27 in the appropriate place of the array. I will place the 27 here also in between this 36 or 18. For example, I'm telling, if I place like that, all the elements to the left will be lesser than the 27, and all the elements to the right will be greater than 27, in such a way that I will place the 27 in the array itself, in the given array. That's what we are going to see. So we are going to find the appropriate place of the pivot element in the array. That is our logic. So here what I told, once 27, this is the pivot element. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I will scan from right to left. I will scan from right to left. When I scanning from right to left, if I find any element greater than, if I find any element, okay, any element which is lesser than the, actually which is lesser than the pivot element, or if the pivot element is greater, okay, or the pivot element is greater, what I will do, I will swap. I will do swap. Okay. So when I comparing the 27 with 45, so I told from right to left I'm going to scan. So I'm comparing 27 with 45. You remember like this, from I'm going to do right to left. So right to left means, so right side, so the pivot should be greater. You keep it remain like this. The pivot element should be greater like this. If it is greater, we have to do swapping like this, you remember. So I'm comparing 27 and 45. It means that what, it is lesser only. 27 is lesser than the 45. So it is not greater. Pivot is not greater. So I don't need to do swapping. So what will I do? I will decrement the right value. Decrement right minus minus or right minus 1. Whatever be the case. So now automatically what becomes? The right is pointing to 25. So I decremented. Next I will do pivot element. Nothing but LOC is compared with the array of right. What is the meaning? Array of LOC. I am telling in programmatically, array of LOC is compared with the array of right. Okay. What happens? Or what is our logic? I told, when you are doing from right to left, if the pivot is greater, you have to do swapping. I told. So yes, the pivot is greater. We do swapping. That is logic here. So the swapping is done because pivot is greater. So 27 is placed in the right position. So 27 is placed in the right position, right index, and the right what right index value is placed in the LOC position. By the left position. Okay. Now always keep in mind, the LOC will not change. This pivot value will not change. Okay. Pivot value will always point to 27 only. Okay. Only the left and right variable only will change when the index values changes. Okay. LOC value will not change. So now once the 27 comes here, it meaning that what? 27 is the pivot value. Then what should I do? I have to compare from left to right. Then I have to compare from left to right. When I compare from left to right, okay, vice versa. The pivot value should be, if it is lesser, pivot, if it is lesser, do swapping. What I told previously, from right to left, if pivot is greater, do swapping. From left to right, if pivot is lesser, do swapping. That's all. Simple. Make it simple. So 27 is compared with the 25, right? What happens? It is what? It's not lesser. Okay. If it is lesser only, you have to do swapping. So it is not lesser. Okay. Then what will I do? I will increment the left value. Left is pointing to now 10. Left is pointing to 10. I will do the increment. Okay. Again, I am comparing. No, the pivot value is not lesser than the array of left. Okay. Next, what I will do? I will increment the what? Left value. Previously, we decrement the right value. Here, incrementing the left value. That's all. Okay. Next, what I'm doing, I'll compare the array of lift with the array of location, LOC. You can use instead of LOC, you can use pivot also. Array of LOC. Okay, what happens? Yes, LOC is lesser. I have to do swapping. So what happens? 27 will be swapped with the 36. See, 27 is swapped with the 36. This is the previous slide. So this is compared with the 27. So we swapped. And always I told the LOC will not change. It's the 27 only. Okay, done. Again, what we do? Once it is swapped, we have to scan from right. Already right is pointing to 36 only. Why? Because what? Right is we didn't change the right value, right variable, because it is already pointing to n minus 2. Okay, n minus 2, right? It is pointing to some 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is pointing to right value 4 only. Left is pointing to 0, 1, 2. So I'm doing right to left. What happened? I'll check. 27 is compared with 36. So when I'm doing right to left, I always check what pivot should be greater. If it is greater, I will do swapping. Okay, it's not greater. 27 is compared to 30, so it's not greater. Okay, leave it, no issues. I have to decrement the right variable. So now n minus 2, it was previously it was n minus, now n minus 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So right value is 3. Right now it is pointing 3. Previously it was 4. Now it is decrement. Okay, next I'm comparing. 27 is compared with 18. Since I'm doing right to left only, okay, yes, when I'm doing right to left, 27 is greater, so I have to do swapping. Yes, it is greater. So I have shown the arrow mark here. I have shown the arrow mark clearly. So it comes here. So I did swapping. 18 comes here and the 27 comes here. Next I'm checking 27, because now I have to do left to right. I will do from left to right. From doing left to right, if pivot is lesser, I will do swapping. So 18 compared with 97, no, it's not. You don't need to do swapping. So all the right, left LOC will meet at the same variable, same index. So here we have to stop it. All the elements. So and the procedure terminates. Now left equal to location. Okay, this is the condition you have to check. What happened? Second. Okay. So once now left equal location and the procedure terminates as the pivot elements placed in its correct position. So from this we can conclude that the elements which is left to the 27, the elements which is left to the 27 is lesser than the what? Pivot element. The element which is right to the 27 is greater than the pivot element. So I will stop the process here. So next, what's the thing? Here, this is one subarray. This is one subarray. This is one another subarray. This is one subarray. This is another subarray. So now we have divided. This is A1. Again, I have to do apply the same logic. Okay. Now the given input A1 consists of 3 elements. A1 consists of 3 elements, and I will take apply what beginning, end. Sorry, here this is left. Left is 25. LO is 20. LOC is 25. LOC is nothing but pivot element is 25, and right is 18. So this is separate, and apply the logic. Okay, 20. Then I will get some answer for this. Again, I have what 36. 36 45. I will do what divide and conquer method for this. Okay, at one stage this will be sorted. This will be sorted. Okay, the elements which is left to the 25 will be lesser than the 25. I mean the pivot element, and right side will be greater than the 25. When you apply the logic, it will be working. Okay, so finally what you will do, you will combine all the elements. Once you combine all the elements, you will get the what? The sorted manner. In some other examples, what they will take, we have taken the pivot elements as the first element in the given array. In the array, in some uh, algorithm, what you will think the last element as a pivot element. It is your choice. Already I told. It is your choice. You can take the pivot element. For our case, we taken the pivot element as left